Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the AEW Dynamite Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans in 1977. This is the 1,670th episode of the show, and it's the All Out from Fallout, ladies and gentlemen, from, obviously, the Fallout from All Out. Whoop. Write that one down, reverse it, skip, uno, all that good stuff. Anyways, it is Fallout from All Out, and Jon Moxley explains his betrayal of Bryan Danielson and why he did it. He believes that, Bryan Danielson is still trying to take the diplomatic way of making AEW great. But it seems like now, Jon Moxley says, diplomacy is dead. Time for war. We don't know what he meant by that. And Darby Allin arrives to the arena in Lexington and on his skateboard, and he knows that Jon Moxley is looking for him, so there's that. Tony Schiavone interviewed the Patriarchy, and Christian Cage addressed the fact that Luchasaur Killswitch is finally become the monster that he's been looking for, and he's still the undisputed AEW next AEW champion. So, meanwhile, while this is going on, Kip Sabian was in the crowd, and then when the camera spotted him, he just skedaddled. Don't know what that's about, so that's going to be interesting. Is he still going after Nick Wayne? We don't know. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette interviewed Will Ospreay and the Don Callis family, and Don Callis wanted Will Ospreay to team with Kyle Fletcher in the Casino Gauntlet match. And Will Ospreay goes, I don't know, and I got the international title, but then Kyle Fletcher convinced him, and he says, you know what? Why the heck not? So that match is happening. And leaving Konosuke Takeshita being the odd man out. He's not too happy. More on him. Meanwhile, the TNT title is on the line in the first matchup. Jack Perry defending against Leo Rush. And Jack Perry ended up winning that matchup. And Alex Marvez interviewed Jack Perry as he's going out to his truck. And he says, I know Jack Perry said it was some kind of riddle. Forget what it was, but like many are chosen or something like that. I don't know. But he ended up going into the car. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette interviewed Adam Page. Is anybody, I think his obsession with Swerve Strickland, as Excalibur said, has affected Page's psyche. He said, anybody who stands in my way from getting to Swerve Strickland will get hurt. And then he walks away and then he punches somebody out. And he looked at Top Flight. Then he countered Dark Order. And even Evil Uno said, I don't know who you are anymore. Jeff Jarrett confronted him, said something to him, and then Page beats him up to the point where Karen Jarrett came out and said, stop it. So there's that. And so there was supposed to be a trios match with Commander and Private Party versus John Cruz and a couple other guys they didn't mention. There was no match because Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Marina Shafir attacked the six men, and then Pac addressed the Lexington crowd and said he found a purpose, and he said this once again: diplomacy is dead. Time to go to war. So we don't know. We don't know what the heck. I know all of them have worked for the WWE before coming to AEW. So, and we don't know where Lita's head is at nowadays, because you have Pac and Claudio as 2/3 of the trios champions, and with Wheeler Yuta being the third of the group. So, this will be an interesting situation. And then the Learning Tree addresses Orange Cassidy, and Jericho's wearing the suit that was doused in orange juice. I'll take, I got something in your backpack. If you don't give me the $7,000, I will reveal the contents of your backpack. So I'm like, where does Jericho go and do a man's backpack? That ain't $7,000. Jericho is such a little kid. You know? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Okay, if you're not going to give me $79,000, I'm going to take away all your backpack. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, my gosh. You know, Brian Keith repeats everything Jericho says. And Big Bill thinks he's all that in the bag of chips. My goodness. Learning tree, more like the Three Stooges, Mo, Larry, and Curly. Unbelievable. And there's a dream match. Ricochet went one-on-one with Sammy Guevara, Ricochet winning the matchup. But the Beast Mortos attacks Ricochet after the matchup, and Sammy Guevara chases him off with a chair. Both men shook hands. A little banter here and there. So there's that. Renee Paquette interviewed Kazuchika Okada, and he's acting all emotional, and he's like, oh, easy, right? And Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita interrupt him. Do you think that was easy? Because he didn't pin Takeshita. And then when he called Don Callis the B word, Konosuke Takeshita confronted him. Everybody wants to see that matchup. Takeshita versus Okada. So, we'll see what happens there. Darby Allin finally comes out and addresses Jon Moxley. He said, hey, I'm here. I'm here. What do you want? And then when Moxley was about to, or Shafir arrived, Moxley was about to talk, and then Darby Allin says, hey, you were one of the guys I tried to look up to, but now I see you with the way you're acting, yeah, I can forget that. And he goes, the reason why, I'll cut to the chase, the reason why I'm out here, Bryan Danielson's indisposed. You know, and the fun part about that was, and then he goes, and you're supposed to have a title match at Grand Slam. Well, that's not going to happen. He goes, I want you to give me that title shot. And then Darby Allin goes, you know I'm not going to hand it over to you. He goes, fine, I'll challenge you. Grand Slam, you and me, for your world title shot. And then Darby Allin says, I accept. So there's that situation going down. And then Alex Marvez tried to attend Christopher Daniels, but then Nigel McGuinness interrupts and says, I got something that I want to see Tony Khan now. I got something that he may want to hear. So, women's title eliminator matchup. Mariah May, the women's world champ, versus Queen Aminata. And Mariah May ended up winning the matchup, and she's still mocking Toni Storm. And then Mariah May addresses not able to celebrate her title victory. She says she's missing somebody. And who does she call out? Mina Shirakawa. Now, Mina Shirakawa, we don't know where her head's at. We don't know if she's still signing with Toni Storm or was her former tag team partner Mariah May. She has a lot of history with Mariah May, and she had that one match against Toni Storm. So has maybe Mariah May keeps calling Mina Shirakawa. She don't show up, and probably Mariah May will get upset with her. And Mina Shirakawa, well, who knows? Will Mina Shirakawa respond to Mariah May's call? That's going to be the interesting part. We'll see what the young Venus will have to say about this and how she feels about Mariah May betraying timeless Toni Storm. That situation is going to be an interesting one. The Young Bucks addresses the tag team division, so who's going to step up? Don't get mad at us. Get mad at the tag teams not stepping up. Come on, Young Bucks. We know why we're mad at you. You really know why we're mad at you. You just want to shirk the whole thing. And then there was a trios matchup. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Brian Keith, and Big Bill versus the Iron Savages, Bear, Boulder, and Jack Jameson. Learning Tree wins the match. So Jericho demands $7,000 in cash from Cassidy after the matchup, and then Cassidy, hey, I'm up here. Hi. I have $7,000, not on me, but so he starts throwing some change in. Well, my friends do. And Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly got this Trump. I thought, oh, they're going to dump cement like Stone Cold did to Vince's convertible Bentley. And they all dumped a bunch of change inside in Jericho's car, like $7,000 in change maybe. And then Orange Cassidy threw a few more change and then put a dollar bill on top of the car. And I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be good. Well, you wanted $7,000. You got it all in change, Jericho. You can count them. You can give them some of your kids, man. It'd be really funny. It's hilarious. So, I thought that was great, man. And put all the change in Jericho's Bentley. That's some funny stuff, man. Nigel McGuinness addresses the Lexington crowd, and there's a reason why he's been berating Bryan Danielson. Because Bryan Danielson had everything that Nigel McGuinness wanted to be. So he drawn up a contract for a title shot at Grand Slam against Bryan Danielson. He challenges Bryan Danielson for a title shot. Oh boy, we're never going to hear the end of it in Collision. Hook addresses Roderick Strong and decided to challenge him for his FTW title. It's not the Roderick Strong I know and respect. Please, Roderick Strong wants to accept the challenge. So the Young Bucks will watch the main event matchup. They summon chairs to sit down and watch it. Now the tag team gauntlet match goes like this: FTR and Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher started off. The Righteous come in. The Undisputed Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett come in. The Acclaim came in. MXM Collection came in, although I prefer NVC Collection. Top Flight came in. The Outrunners and the Grizzled Young Veterans. Now the Grizzled Young Veterans FTR fought to the back. In the end, Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay has won the matchup and will get their title shot at Dynamite Grand Slam in 2 weeks. That's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Well, that's all the time we have on episode 1670 of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. And tomorrow, it's a big day tomorrow. Big day. How big is it? Well, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection will come out digitally available on Nintendo Switch. Can't wait to play that. Also, we have the Dugout. We had Pressure Luck. On my channel, on this channel as well. The Dugout Group podcast on the David 3000 network. Got a lot to talk about for the Red Sox. They just won on a walk-off three-run Johnson by Tyler O'Neill. And then we got Rate and Rave tomorrow night at 8 on the Brandon Martin channel. So that's it. That's all the time we have. Thank you for tuning in. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, door for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.